I'm now going to hand the podium over to the Honourable Linda Reid, who is going to make an announcement on behalf of the Government of British Columbia, Minister of Housing. Linda has been an MLA for Richmond East for 21 years. As Linda's passion, as I've come to know, lies with the welfare of children and families, she has been a tireless advocate for affordable family housing. And I would like to welcome you to the podium, Linda.
Good morning, all. Let me say what a pleasure it is to be with you. And I'm certainly happy to bring greetings on behalf of the Honourable Rich Coleman, my colleague. Hugely important that we come together to do things that matter in the heart of Richmond, do things that matter to families. And the announcement today will absolutely increase the number of affordable homes and rental units for families in the city of Richmond. Premier Christy Clark sends her best wishes. When we first purchased the property here at 8180 Ash Street, we looked for ways to transform this lot into affordable housing that would benefit the people of Richmond. Today I'm happy to announce that through a strong partnership with Habitat for Humanity, Society of Greater Vancouver, we've done just that. Today I'm proud to announce that we are transferring this 25,000 square foot property to Habitat for Humanity Society of Greater Vancouver so that they can develop an affordable home ownership project right here on Ash Street. 6 low to moderate income families will have the opportunity to own their own houses through this partnership. And each of the homes will incorporate a rental suite, meaning that 6 new affordable rental units will also be created. I think that's outstanding news. To our partners, thank you so very, very much. This benefits the families who will call these homes their own, but also enriches the community of Richmond. I want to thank Habitat for working with us to create new affordable housing options in our community. I look forward to seeing these new homes and the positive contribution this partnership will make to Richmond families in need in the near future. It is about the babies in our community. It is about who comes after us. And the notion that we can build these opportunities here in Richmond on this site, spectacular. Proximity to shops, to transportation, this is a great site within the city of Richmond. And we will do our very, very best to ensure that these homes come to life very, very soon. I want to recognize Craig Jones, Chamber of Commerce is with us today. This is all about building a livable community. For all of you who've made the time and effort to come today, I thank you most sincerely. And I want to say a special thanks to our caterer, who's done an amazing job to bring food and drink and beverage under the ground today. So thank you all. Enjoy.
Linda, we really have truly appreciated your guidance and your assistance in support of our mission of putting families in affordable homes. You have been a stellar in this community. We really truly thank you. And we particularly want to thank the BC government and the investment in Habitat as it invests in its families in BC. Putting 12 families here nestled in a community in Richmond is a dream come true for most families. Families like Lisa and Frank Fedoric, where homeownership was an unattainable dream. And we're going to have the privilege of Lisa sharing her family's dream with us shortly. We're making a giant step forward here today towards offering a helping hand up and not a hand out. Our partner families are empowered and their potential unlocked by becoming owners of property. A better future for a family starts with a safe, stable family home. Habitat for Humanity works because we bring together community, business, and volunteers to build safe, decent, affordable homes for low-income families. So a big thank you to the Government of British Columbia, Ministry of Housing, the City of Richmond, and to all of our donors, our volunteers, our board members, and our staff. We at Habitat are over the moon. I have the great privilege and honor to introduce to you today Lisa Fedoric. The Fedoric family are Habitat partners, and they are our Habitat representative for us. And they will be soon receiving their keys to their new home this spring in the final phase of our 27-unit townhouse development site in Burnaby. As working parents with 2 children, Lisa and her husband Frank were so committed to becoming partner families with Habitat that they enthusiastically completed their 500 sweat equity hours in record time. And Lisa is here to share her story with us. Lisa?
So I'm Lisa Fedoric, and my daughter Greta is 4. She's in the chair right there. My other daughter Scarlett is 7. And we're just so honored and thankful to be here, because being a part of the Habitat family has enriched our lives in so many ways. You have no idea. And I'm just so happy to be celebrating this new development here, because I know what it means to have the hope of a home. Amazing. So for the past few years, along with the entire community of the beautiful people and volunteers at Habitat for Humanity, who put their hands, their sweat, their tears, their hearts, their love into the collective work that is going to be our home, a place that we're going to call home, is just amazing. The promise and a dream of a home for our family is closer than we could ever have believed. I'm emotional even thinking about it, obviously. So our family of 4 will be moving into a townhome on the site at Government Street in Burnaby very soon. It's so close, I can almost feel my hand turning that key. The girls have already told me what they want in the bedroom. They want bunk beds. One wants this, one wants that. So yeah, we're super excited. So Frank and myself, along with our family and friends, old and new, have helped us to complete our mandatory 500 sweat equity hours, which in terms of a Habitat homeowner, that was basically our down payment. And it was a lot of work. I mean, a down payment is money, but we actually were there. We were using the power tools. We learned, like the things that I learned on the site and the power tools, like I was building my own home. Like I was taught all the skills that I needed, and I now know I can build floors, I can put up walls, I can build a flower box, I can, like all these things I can do. And I didn't know I could do all those things until I started with Habitat. So basically it's been an experience of a lifetime. And as I think more about home, our home, and what might that look and feel like, my first thought is love. Our new home was imagined with love, built with love, and soon it will be filled with love, and we know that. The second thought I have about home is freedom. Freedom, especially for our daughter Scarlett. Scarlett is the reason that we found Habitat. She's the reason that we've been blessed with the hearts and hands behind Habitat and the amazing organization that this is. So thank you. And as you may have seen, Scarlett has mobility issues. She's in a wheelchair. But don't let her fool you. She's a feisty force to be reckoned with. She has more friends in her 7 little years than I do at 40. And in our current housing situation, which I'm hesitant to say hasn't really been a home for us, we have serious issues, both health-wise and mobility-wise. Scarlett's freedom and independence are compromised in our current place. Her wheelchair doesn't fit through the hallways, and so we can't even get the wheelchair into our home. It just stays at school for her. And the only way she can get upstairs to her bedroom and the bathroom is by crawling or being carried by either her dad or I. Scarlett is 7 years old and is such an independent, capable girl who does so much and can do so much. You have no idea. Like, she's just amazing. However, without accessibility to the tools she needs for that independence, it really limits what she can do on her own. But let me tell you, it certainly never stops her from trying. Her feisty, independent spirit humbles me to the core. Habitat is just finishing our accessible home, and it's one of the first accessible homes, I think, on the Lower Mainland, where Scarlett's going to be able to wheel to her own bedroom. She can wheel to the fridge, make her own sandwich. She's going to be able to wheel up to the bathroom, brush her own teeth, reach the faucets. She can come into the dining room, she can set the table by herself. And who knows, we just heard that they're building a playground at the new site where we're moving, so maybe she'll even be able to wheel over to the playground and play with all the other kids. And it still hasn't quite sunk in that this will be our very own home. And with all our hearts, we thank each and every single person who's involved with Habitat for Humanity for making this dream of a home for us come true. Thank you.
Well, Lisa, we want to thank you very much for sharing your story with us. It's exactly the families like Lisa and Frank and Scarlett and Greta why we are all here today, and why we're committed to affordable home ownership, why we're building homes at Habitat for Humanity, and why we are the grateful recipients of this land transfer from BC Housing. So, Linda, it now says here in the agenda that you and I get to make this official. We can get a pen?
It is a thing of beauty. Can we shake on that? You will, you trust me, we will. I just want to invite you all to enjoy the catering. Anita, from Anita's Catering, one of our community partners at Habitat. And thank you all for coming.
Enjoy. Thank you. Don't worry. Take one of this.